Jesse 504 here, bringing you my APA Little Cup Week 3 battle. I was supposed to get Week 2, but just had some dumb issues that were on my fault. Couldn't get the recording out, but it's fine. Um, so we have started off the season incredibly well. Not incredibly well, but I've surprised myself at least. We're sitting at 2-0 plus 2, so the differential is dog shit, but differential is for losers. This week we face T. Rowe Price, coach of the Toledo Mudkips. His roster is up there. Minchino, Stunky, Onyx, Sizzlipede, Caterpie, Timber, Frillish, Choodle, Execute, and Togepi. Timber is a massive issue, and so is Onyx. Just two really threatening mons do so much damage. Onyx, obviously, it has a bunch of sets. It can run 3 solid abilities. And then Timber as well, same deal. They're both physical, so that is helpful at least. But and then he has some other threats to back it up. Minchino, Stunky, Frillish, all of those mons are threats in their own right as well. And then sort of the rest are kind of throwaways, but I can still see them coming. Choodle, Execute, Togepi, and Sizzlipede. Could see any of them coming. I don't see Caterpie coming unless it's ironically bringing Caterpie. But yeah, let's get into my team. Starting off this week, we have Diglett, and he did not draft a 19 speed Pokemon, which means we were able to run Adamant Diglett this week with EQ, Sucker, Stealth Rock, and Rock Slide. This thing, it can just revenge pretty much anything on his entire team. It forces some Shed Shells. I believe some candidates for Shed Shells, Stunky could run one. Maybe Onyx even wants to run one, though I doubt it. Because that thing has it really wants its Eviolite or Berry Juice. So yeah, but Stunky is probably either running something to bait this thing, which would be like a Shuka Berry or something, or it's running a Shed Shell if it comes. The one thing that I kind of have to be aware of is if you bring Scarf Minchino, that thing is going to have multi-hit moves, so Diglett can't really do a great job at revenging it. But if it's in Sucker range, then we can just easily take that thing out. And yeah, I think this thing can do well. It's been doing well all season. I believe it is tied with Carvanha for my kill leader so far at 4-0 or 4-1. I mean, but yeah, it's just a solid mon. Been putting in work so far, and I'm excited to use it this week. Up next, we have our Carvanha, which is a Life Orb variant this week. We're running fewer HP IVs to make ourselves only take 1 damage per turn from the Life Orb. And then Jolly, max speed, 36 in each defense, though I doubt it matters. Crunch, Liquidation, Psychic Fangs, and Flip Turn. This is a little risky because we're not running Protect to get us our speed. And then Timber also has priority Mach Punches, which would OHKO us. So those things are stuff to keep in mind for the game. But we have Crunch, Liquidation, Psychic Fangs, and Flip Turn. Ideally, I use Flip Turn to break Onyx down to Sturdy if it runs Sturdy Juice versus me, which I could see it doing. Or if that thing is running Weak Armor, which could also be a massive threat to my team. Flip Turn out on that and just do a shit ton to it. I could see either of those things working. Crunch is great against this team, and then Psychic Fangs is in case the Timber wants to switch in, and I'm feeling gutsy enough to click it. But yeah, that's my Carvanha set this week. And up next, we have my personal, not kill leader, but MVP for the team. This thing has been putting in so much work. Oddish. This thing has been my check to a threatening tier 1 every single week, and that does not change this week. Week 1, it countered Grookey. Week 2, it was my Scraggy counter, both of which are very threatening mons to this team. But this week, it is aiming to counter Either Onyx or Timber. I don't know if it can end up checking both, but in theory it could potentially. Strength Sap, Giga Drain, Sleep Powder, and Moonblast. Moonblast onto Timber is why that exists. I ran it last week against Scraggy, and it did well. Hopefully that works out for me this week. Strength Sap just seems like solid recovery. It cuts Onyx if it's trying to set up with Dragon Dances. Sleep is very powerful against this team, as it is always, but I really just value Sleep. Because if you look at my team, the bulk is nearly non-existent. It's like Oddish can run bulky, but other than that, I guess Litten can, and then Litten plus Meowth are solid to Parting Shot to make my lack of bulk take something. But really, I just have to rely on this Oddish to be my sort of entire defensive backbone. Machop can, I guess, take some physical hits, but really, Oddish is my entire team's defense. So, yeah. Up next, we have a mon that I've enjoyed using so far, Natu. Natu is Life Orb this week with the Magic Bounce ability. Air Slash, Giga Drain, Psychic, and U-Turn. Same deal as the Carvanha, where it's running fewer HP IVs to ensure 19 HP points, so that Life Orb does less damage to it. Air Slash and Psychic are great dual stabs for the team, and then Giga Drain rounds out the set with U-Turn for momentum. Giga Drain, obviously here for Onyx, massive threat. Also Frillish and Shoodle if it comes. I doubt that it comes, but having that option for it is nice. But yeah, this thing just hits like a truck, and his hazards aren't that strong, so Magic Bounce doesn't really help out too much there. But still, having that is just always a nice ability to have. Deters him clicking like status moves against me as a whole. Up next, we have our Litten, which is Berry Juice this week. I think this is the first Berry Juice I've busted out all season. Parting Shot, Flare Blitz, Acrobatics, and Crunch. Acrobatics off of Berry Juice popping should OHKO Timber. Parting Shot is just here for momentum to start lowering things attacks. Obviously, like I said earlier, his team is very physically offensive, other than like Frillish, which is really his main form of special offense, as well as if Stunky runs special. I'm not sure what it normally runs, but yeah, just very good offensive mon this week. And then I like Berry Juice on it when we have Acrobatics to ensure OHKO on offensive Timber, I'm pretty sure. But my Calyx might be off because I changed my set a little bit. Up next, last member this week is Grubbin. So I really want to bring Grubbin for webs this week when his removal is Timber and Stunky. And outside of Grubbin, my hazards are like Stealth Rock on Diglett and Stealth Rock on Diglett and Magic Bounce from Natu. So yeah, really non-existent hazards pretty much. So not Sticky Web. Sticky Web, Thunder Wave, Volt Switch, and X Scissor are the moves this week. Equal defenses, just the way that works out. And then yeah, so the one thing I would have to really be aware of is if T-Row decides to lead Onyx, like that would completely fuck me over because Rock Blast would knock me multi-hits. So yeah, but thankfully I have Oddish, which can switch into that in theory. So yeah, if Onyx is at team preview, I will it will be at team preview, and then I'll like really think about my lead, because Grubbin looks like such a perfect dedicated lead that Onyx would come out. So yeah, I think unless I'm brain dead, Grubbin won't be my like suicide lead, but Carvanha seems like a solid option as lead to sort of as a counter lead. But I digress. Yeah, I will see you guys in the battle.
And we are in the battle. Let's get right into it. Obviously we got the same team that I showed in the team builder. Let's see what he decides to bring. He brings Yeah. Togepi is the thing that I was not 100% expecting. Other than that, looks really similar to what I saw brought in the mock battle I did. So let's just lead. I mean, like, we have to lead Grubbin. That's way too telegraphed, though. I think just, like, leading Oddish. What would he lead if... Well, what's his lead? If he knows that I'm leading Grubbin, like, obviously, that's such a free hazard lead. I think he would lead Onyx, so I'm going to lead Oddish. And let's get right into it. Alrighty. Perfect. Let's just see what exactly he decided. Hope we called this right. If we did, that would be super nice, to be honest. Probably got a little over ambitious, but let's see what comes out here. OG Albino, which is the Stunky. That's fine. He has nothing that wants to just be put to sleep turn 1, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. He taunts me, which is a great play, great bring on his part. That's honestly fine though. Now I will go into... I'll go into LITTEN here. That seems fine. I kind of wanted to go Diglett, but I assume he's going to do something offensive, and I'd rather not be knocked down to Sash this early. We Intimidate. Let's see. Fire Blast comes out. That's honestly perfect. We eat that up like a champ. Good job, LITTEN. And he is Life Orb. Let me write that down. L.O. Stunky. I'm just gonna go for a Blitz, honestly, because I'm holding a Berry Juice. I should be healed up. He might just go hard Onyx, but even then, breaking the Sturdy on that seems really nice. No Name Junior, which is the Frillish. Alright. Blitz shouldn't be doing much at all. Actually, that might be range for Crunch, but I don't want to risk it this early. So, rather, I'll just go Grubbin, honestly. It's fine, because getting up my webs here just seems really nice. He uses Recover, that's fine. And now I just have free webs right now. He could have Defog on Timber or Stunky, but LO Stunky with Taunt makes me think that he didn't fit it on this week. I'll just get my webs up. And then hopefully we can T-Wave. I expect Onyx to come in here because there's really nothing that I could have for that. He does switch out into the Onyx, right? Yeah, Onyx. That's fine. Breaking Sturdy here seems really nice. Although giving this thing an option to set up also just seems like really like a death sentence for me. But if I break Sturdy here, and just let my Grubbin go down, he could just go for Rock Blast to try to KO me, but I'm fine with that, honestly. Let's see what he decides to do. Rock Blast has to be the play. Really, there's nothing else I could see him doing. Yeah, Rock Blast, okay. Hopefully we only get hit twice. That would be the ideal, but that's not going to happen. That is going to happen. I'm sorry about that. We break the Sash. Or, not the Sash, the Sturdy. That does a lot. Holy crap. Grubbin is a strong boy. I will do it again. If I knock this thing into Berry Juice, that is potentially an issue. He just DDs. Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Sash Diglett, right? Should be able to handle this, though. We X-Scissor. Is he Berry Juice? In fact, he is Berry Juice. Okay. Yeah. This is a very threatening Onyx now. I should have just let him take me out because that was Diglett range. Should have just gone hard Diglett. Diglett actually has a chance to KO, which is the interesting thing here. Now, Oddish should be able to still take this thing on, which is the crazy part, just because of how fantastic that Oddish is defensively, although he could have potential coverage for it. He just goes for he just goes for a Rock Blast, rather. I think what I'm going to do here is go Oddish, and just fire off a Giga Drain. I have to. And then let me note that Onyx KOs Grubbin. Yep. Giga Drain. Only play. I have to. He goes for a Rock Blast. And yeah, okay, we're gonna eat, and we should go back to high HP. Only 2 hits again. I'm really sorry, dude. Giga Drain. Bring that thing down to sturdy. He might preserve it as a sack for late game. We crit. I don't think that matters. This is a guaranteed 2-hit KO anyways. Probably just a clean knock to sturdy anyways. But that's really unfortunate that he was hit like that. I'm going to, this turn, do I just go for a Sleep Powder? No, I'll just Giga Drain here. Force him out. He will Rock Blast, and we will, yep, get hit 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Okay. I would have loved for that to happen first, and then we would Giga Drain more health back, but Oddish has done its job fantastically. This is the 3rd tier 1 that Oddish has slain this season. Can I get a Oddish is the god? Because that's really what it has been all season so far. Professor Floof is the Minccino. He was caught in webs. Yep. I'll just fire off a Giga Drain, letting myself go down if he hits his Tail Slap or Triple Axle or whatever he decides to go for to try to KO me. But if he does not hit it, then potentially being able to heal up a good chunk seems really beneficial. And his speed is lowered, and it should be lowered for a while. He just goes for Tail Slap, and he hits. Alright, that's fine. And he'll hit me 5 times. Yep. Or 4 times. Here, I think I just go LITTEN and Blitz to Berry Juice myself. Yeah. If he's Scarf, so be it. I don't see Scarf just coming versus me, to be completely honest, but I'll Blitz. Intimidate's nice because it'll get him obviously weaker, and then I'll Blitz. Yep. Okay. He's Life Orb. Never mind. He switches, that's fine, into that thing. Frillish. That's what it's called. Caught in webs, obviously. I'll just Blitz again. Going for Crunch might have been my play, but I'll do it this time. We don't quite get into Berry Juice. I don't really have another play, though, other than clicking Crunch. He is Colberberry. That is a great bring again on his part. But I assume that was to help check Carvanha, and now he can't really. He just goes for a Recover. I can Parting Shot into my Natu here. That seems like a solid play. Lowering the attack and the special attack. Saving this thing for slightly later when I can just go my Natu. He Scalds me. That's fine. Natu can take that pretty well. And I can just fire off a Giga Drain or an Air Slash. Yeah, I'll just fire off an Air Slash. He does stay in though. I should have just gone for a Giga Drain. That would have flinch. Nope, Ice Beam. Okay, that's fine. And then that looks like range for Diglett though at this point. I'll just Quake. That is all good. And there's one for Diglett. What does he really have to Unborn? Is that Timber? Okay. I just need to click Quake again. He probably has Mach Punch, but he did not click it. It's fine. That does not do nearly enough. That's definitely Eviolite. He goes for Drain Punch as well, so he will knock us to Sash off of that. And the issue is that I think we just lose to Timber right now. Okay. I'll Quake again. He'll Mach Punch me though is the slight issue. Yep, he has the Mach Punch. Okay. My only play is to go Litten here and click Acro, right? Actually, Blitz is doing more. And we'll get the Intimidate off. I just click Blitz here, right? I don't think this is lost yet, but like it's very, very much like a almost nail in the coffin situation. I don't think this is range for Mach, but if it is, like, yeah, Timber is just a massive threat, and I knew going into the game Timber was a massive threat. But yeah, Litten. He switches, okay. And he goes out into Professor Floof, the Minccino. Is that just a kill, though? And, yep. And we bury Juice up. I think I missed a kill at some point. That'll be annoying to figure out. But, yeah, what does he go into? OG Albina, the Stunky, that's fine, is caught in a sticky web. And I'll just Blitz again. I don't have another play. He just suckers me. Solid. That does so much damage, holy shit. And then I die to Blitz recoil. Yep, that's game because he just Mach Punches me. Good game to my opponent. Yep. And we put in an effort, but unfortunately we won't be able to clutch this one out. Sucks. Yeah, that just kills us. Good game to the opponent. We lose this, I believe. Yeah, that's game. We lose 2-0, so we're sitting at 2-1 plus 0. It's obviously not the greatest, but it's still solid. Like, we got some games done. But, yeah, we'll hopefully bounce back next week. I hope you guys enjoyed our first uploaded game this week. But, yeah, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video. And until next time, Jesse504, out. Peace.